Yeah. Wow. It's like, finally, I feel like me again. Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm so excited to bring you this video today. It is probably the most highly requested video on my channel ever and on my Instagram. And well, I finally cut my hair. I'm so happy with it. I just felt like it was lacking so much life before, and volume and shape, and now it's all back. This is the first time I've washed and styled it properly, so I'm still getting used to it a little bit, figuring out what products work best and what technique works best when styling, but I'm so happy with it. So you guessed it, the topic of today's video is all about curly haircuts. I get so I can't say so enough, so many questions on curly haircuts and where to go, what I recommend, and all things of the sorts. So this video is going to be all about haircuts, and I really hope it can help you out on your curly hair journeys. Firstly, guys, I want to disclaim that I'm not a professional hairstylist, hairdresser, anything of the sorts. I've just really learned from my own experience along my curly hair journey. It's probably been about 3 to 4 years now, and I absolutely love curly hair, and that's why I really have this YouTube channel. And I want to help you out in any way I can with tips that I've accumulated over the years. So these won't work for every single hair type. This won't work for type 4 hair, and this probably won't work for type 2 hair either, because obviously I don't have that hair type. I sit right now in about 3A, 3B, but more towards the 3A side. I've actually noticed that my curl pattern has changed a little bit over time as I've grown on my journey, and it's gone from more of 3B to 3A. Obviously you've seen a before of my hair. It was very long. I did love the length, but I was really over having no volume after I styled. So when I would style my hair, like this whole top layer just didn't exist. It was all really long and droopy, and it just sat flat. So if you struggle with flat hair, that is probably one of the main factors. You probably don't have enough layers. So let's talk about haircuts. So I hear a lot of people asking me, you know, do you have a diva cut? How do you cut your hair? What should I tell my hairdresser when they're cutting my hair? The thing is, it's very personalized to your own hair. I've been going to the same hairdresser for my whole life. She's my auntie. Well, she's not actually my auntie, but you know, us celebs, we say everyone's our auntie. She's a very close family friend of ours, and I've grown up with her. So she's been a hairdresser for like over 25 years, and she cuts my hair, and she has ever since I was a kid. So she really knows and understands my curls and what they're gonna do. And she understands that the way my hair is cut will really affect the way it dries. So another thing I want to disclaim is I have never gotten a dry cut in my life, and I probably never will, because I feel like it is a little bit, what's the word? It's not sustainable, in my opinion. Like, curly hair dries different every single time. So if you're cutting it when it's dry, one curl might be a bit tighter than it is on the other side. So then like you're cutting it, they're going to bounce back up different ways. They're going to be different lengths. It could be a bit holey. I don't know. I've never personally experienced a dry cut, and so that's why I personally don't recommend it for type 3 hair. But if dry cuts work for you, that's amazing. Keep doing you, because I don't really know much about dry cuts. As I said, I'm not a hairstylist. That's why I prefer to cut my hair when it is wet. My auntie knows what my hair does. She understands sectioning better. She makes sure, you know, both sides are actually at an even length. And yeah, she's just very amazing. So one thing that is important is finding someone that understands curly hair, and someone that can really personalize a cut to what your hair needs. So before I even start cutting my hair with my auntie, we sit down for about 5 minutes and just chat about what my hair needs and what I want from my haircut. And she will kind of, you know, give me an example of what is possible and what is not. And then we will start cutting hair after my hair is washed and wet, to ensure that I'm going to get the best result possible, and there's going to be no surprises in terms of, you know, length disappearing or holes or anything like that. So guys, as I said before, I had really long flat hair. So my auntie and I really worked together to make sure we were both happy with what the outcome was going to be. And basically I just wanted more layers and so much more volume around the top part of my hair. So we didn't take that much off the length. As you can see, my hair is still pretty long. I did want to keep the length. I didn't want to go like shoulder height. So I wanted to keep as much length as possible without having like a mullet. But I wanted as much volume as possible on the top layers. So we didn't do a fringe, but as you can see, we did some shorter parts around my face to frame my face. And we have kind of like a diagonal going on here. She really focuses on giving me lots of nice layers on the top. So there's probably 2, 3 or 4 layers in my hair right now. She also twist cut my hair. So she would twist top layers and kind of cut into the twist a little bit to give me more volume and really, you know, let those curls bounce back up because they'd be shorter. I don't know all the technical terms, but I'm going to cut to a clip of my auntie actually cutting my hair so you can see a little bit of an example of what she does. It's not going to be super detailed because that was just really hard to do because we were just tailoring it and personalizing it as we went. But I'll cut to that clip so you guys can see a little bit more of what she actually did to my hair. And then afterwards, I'm going to answer some Q&A questions that you guys have asked me specifically about curls as much as I possibly can. So I'm just about to leave to my auntie's to get my hair cut. Bring you all along. She's very, very lengthy right now.
Okay.
That's what I can see, yeah?
All right, yeah. Okay, so are you happy with what we said?
Yeah.
Huh? You don't. This is so much thicker.
So it's
and
good?
stronger, yeah.
Yeah.
So last
The
time,
density.
yeah, last time around here used to be really fine. So that's, you've done well growing all that. All this used to be really short. So that's,
oh, really?
That used to be really thin and short.
Yeah, it was thin, yeah.
Do you remember? So that is grown really, really beautifully.
Yeah.
Good girl.
You want me to get bangs now? No.
Okay, they're not bangs,
Yeah.
right? But it's gonna sit through here.
Yeah.
If you want it to. It's not short enough to be
Bangy.
that. So this is gonna sit looser and longer. This is gonna be shorter through here.
Yeah.
And under here, all that I just brought forward, it's gonna blend. So there shouldn't be any steps.
Yeah, no gaps.
No gaps.
Hate
No
that.
gaps.
As you can see, we were just chatting as well as we went, and she let me know that my hair is looking really good and healthy and thick from the roots. I have quite fine hair, contrary to what contrary to what most people believe curly hair to be. So my hair is actually quite thin and fine, but we've been working hard to make sure I'm using really great shampoos, conditioners and products to keep my hair thick and growing densely from the roots. And she was really happy with it, which made me really happy because it means I was doing something right. So yeah, I hope that gave you a little bit of insight into how you can get a personalized cut. Now I'm going to leave all my auntie's details in the link below. The best way to get in touch with her is via her Instagram account. Just shoot her a DM. She works in Western Sydney, so yeah, try and get an appointment with her if you live or are based around here as well, so that you can get a really good curly cut. She's great. Yeah. Let me answer some curly questions. So here's a basic one. Is it better to have layers with curly hair or not? So I said definitely layers if you want volume. If volume is not something you're after, layers aren't necessarily important. But if you don't have layers and your hair is all one length, typically your hair is going to be flatter at the top and then just kind of like triangle outwards and be really long and droopy if you have hair like mine. So I would suggest, if you have similar hair texture, getting some layers to get some volume and bounce and movement in your hair. Another one I kind of already answered. Is it better to start to cut your hair wet or dry? It does come down also to what your hairdresser is more comfortable with. If they are great at dry cutting and have had really successful cuts in the past, I would go with that. But I personally prefer to cut my hair when it's wet because I feel like there's less of a shock factor, I guess. Like, I know everything is going to be even and cut correctly. Also, I would not suggest cutting your hair by yourself unless you know what you are doing or you're following a really good tutorial. I don't trust myself with the scissors personally, but curly hair is so unique and like you just don't know what's going to do sometimes if you're not experienced with cutting hair. So I really wouldn't suggest cutting it yourself unless you're really confident in the technique you are doing and blah blah blah. My main question asked is, what is the best haircut for curls? But as I said before, it's really catered and personalized to you and what your hair needs. If your hair is thicker, if it's dense, if it's fine, if it's looser curl pattern, if it's tighter curl pattern, it's all really just catered to what your hair needs. So it's hard to generalize it. If you have 3AB hair that's a little bit finer and it doesn't have as much volume, I definitely suggest layers. That is kind of my final verdict for you guys. But I really just wanted to show you my hair. Today I styled it with the Bondi Boost Curl Boss Styling Cream because that's one of my favorite leave-ins. It's not too heavy because my hair can't take heavy product, otherwise it'll get weighed down. And then I finished off with the John Frieda Dream Curls Curl Reviver Mousse because it gives me so much hold and volume and it's really great for my hair type. So that is kind of everything to wrap up this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. As you can see, I've had a really good before and after. Don't forget, if you live in Sydney, to check out my auntie's details in the box below the description box, and check out some of my other videos if you want to learn how I style my curly hair. I absolutely love this cut. Like, it's just so much more me, and I feel like it's just less heavy, it's more bouncy. I love the volume. I'm really happy with it. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you check out some of my other videos. I got heaps to come as well. Yeah, I love you guys. Please subscribe.